is not going to improve. And almost it's like they didn't come out of the locker room yet.
Well, Iowa State only has 7 yards of total offense. Oklahoma has 111, and 7 of their points, if you just joined us, came on a block punt for a touchdown.
Pete Kuba to kick off. A high knuckleball of a kick, some indecision on who's going to take it. Wagner takes it at the 21 and slips, and down he goes at the 25.
Somebody's got to make a play, guys. You're on the road. Things aren't going well. Somebody's got to step up and make a play.
A flag down.
John, dead ball personal foul on the kicking team.
A dead ball personal foul. You might have overheard one of the officials. Dead ball personal foul on the kicking team. That'll give Iowa State a lot better field position than they have.
Personal foul against Oklahoma. 15 yards. First down.
That'll move it out to the 40, and all of a sudden that field position will be the best they've had so far. Let's go back and look at Quentin Griffin's 35th career rushing touchdown.
Let's take a look behind the offense. It's just a toss. You got all the receivers over there on the side. The people passes up one guy, says, all right. Griffin says, I'll just jump over it.
There has never been a letdown after the Red River shootout. You add that all up, and it averages about a 28-point victory every year. Here's Seneca Wallace. Looked like an option, then a drop back. Now he fires. And it's intercepted by Everidge, who has been his arch nemesis so far today. He's sacked him, he's knocked away a potential touchdown, and now he's got an interception.
That's Everidge's 3rd interception on the year. This is just good coverage. Nobody was open. Then he had to throw it. He just overthrew it a little bit.
Bob, this ball might have slipped a little bit out of his hand. The rain was picked up substantially here. But as he throws this ball down the field, I just can't help but wonder, Bob, if that wasn't a play, he should have just taken off and run.
Well, actually, if the ball would have been down lower, there was a receiver that he was looking at and he could have got it to. It just sailed on him and went over his head.
He knows it. You saw his reaction. Out of the shotgun. Here's Griffin again. And the guy they call Q has got 9 more. Lloyd made the tackle. Little number 22. And there you see, as Swanee said, the rain's intensifying as the lights have been on for a couple of days here in Norman.
It's no fun to play in a day like this where it's cool, you get wet, soaked to the bone, and windy.
Down to the 40, and a first down for Griffin. Brandon Brown tripped him up. It was actually Kewan Jones again. Again, our short yardage guy. Those two built pretty similar. Our Aflac trivia question. When was the last time Iowa State defeated Iowa, Nebraska, and Oklahoma in the same season? And they have done 2 of those.
Yeah, that's not. That's a hard question now.
Yeah, we'll give you time to think about it, or if you're at home, look it up.
Unless the Cyclones, all the Iowa State fans should know.
Hibble, nice play fake. Nate's going to keep it. And gets what he can. Got about 5 out to the 45. Matt Word, the linebacker, is there. Hibble, of course, who had to follow in the footsteps of a national championship with Josh Heupel. And you're never going to measure up sometimes when your predecessor wins a national crown.
Hibble was a transfer from Georgia.
Nate still can't believe Quincy Carter starting for the Cowboys. Quentin Griffin out of bounds at the 49, maybe the 50. And that's the reason he left Georgia, because Quincy Carter won the job there. So the transfer here. Quentin's involved, didn't he? He got half a yard line on his helmet there, and his game against Texas was his career high.
What a great game. Yep. 248 yards in a big game. What do they say about the big players step up in big games? Play well, and you know, that's pretty good defense Texas got.
You got that right. And they bring the chains all the way from the far side.
It is a first down.
We can't quite see the ball, but John Laurie tells us it's first down. So right about at midfield.
It's raining pretty good, partner.
I was going to say either the drops are getting bigger or it's snowing.
It's blowing. It's starting to come in the booth here.
I know it is.
Yeah, but this isn't the worst rain. You know, guys, against University of Texas El Paso, here, they had to stop the game for about 45 minutes. It came down so hard. Then they continued play. And this field, remarkably, held up extraordinarily well. It's put in about 1995.
From the shotgun. Hibble throws. Peoples has it. Broke a tackle. Almost tiptoed down the sideline. Brandon Brown knocked him out. But that young wide receiver from Humble, Texas, the same hometown as Quentin Griffin, and watch him here.
Well, they got a lot of experience and a lot of depth at wide receiver. He just headbutted the defensive back and kept going. We mentioned they're going to lose Savage and they're going to lose Fagan. They lose Trent Smith, they lose Griffin, but we've got some young stars to step up.
Like Peoples and Clayton and Brandon Jones. And now the handoff. Quentin Griffin lost the ball. I think Hibble covered it. Nate Hibble followed through with his fake, and that ball squirted all the way to the 30, and the quarterback's there.
Oklahoma has been very vigilant on their fumbles last week against Texas. When Peoples fumbled on the 2-yard line, Griffin picked it up and took it in for the score. That ball is definitely out.
Yep.
What is it, Forrest?
Forrest.
Yeah.
And Hibble there to cover it. And now it's Quentin Griffin again. Slides his way down to the 25-yard line. Ellis Hobbs made the tackle.
We're talking about being in the right spot at the right time on these fumbles. Peoples catches this ball, puts it on the ground, and Griffin is right there to put it in.
Quentin says, hey, you know what? I got it on the hop, no problem.
Yeah.
One of the big scores last week. First down, Oklahoma. Kewan Jones. And Jones. And he almost took it. Forrest again had to stop him, but he got 11. Kewan Jones will be the main man next year as the tailback, a redshirt freshman out of Jenks, Oklahoma, and he's dangerous.
That offensive line doing well. Carter and Brown and Davis, Sims up front, Skinner. I'm impressed with Oklahoma that they're on top and they're not letting up. Get them while you can get them, because the second half may be different.
Driving, continuing to down to the 10-yard line with 10 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the half, and they lead by 3 touchdowns. They put the ball right down at the 10 where it's 2nd down and 6.
Bob and Brad, we're seeing the next progression, I think, of the Oklahoma offensive line as we sat down and talked with Chuck Long and Kevin Watson, the offensive line coach. They said, you know, we have the confidence now that we're developing an offensive line that when it's 3rd and 3, we can hand the ball off, not necessarily just throw the fade.
Exactly.
Yeah, Kevin Wilson, the offensive line coach.
Here's Kewan Jones, and it's going to be close to 1st and goal. And right now, Oklahoma's coming off the ball, and the Cyclones can do nothing to stop them. Going to be a little bit short, I think, of a 1st down, although they may take a look at it. And Oklahoma over the century mark already in rushing.
Well, this is not only on the defense of Iowa State. Their offense has not done anything.
Right.
They've had 5 possessions, and they've been 3 plays and out on all 5 possessions.
That's all you can say is the Cyclone defense has been out there all day.
Yeah.
And this one's a little bit short. Right at the 4, and they need to get to about the 3.5. So being very meticulous with setting it down. Oklahoma has been pretty efficient in the red zone this year themselves, and now they've got a 3rd and short situation.
Iowa State defensively has not been that good. But when the offenses have gotten in, they've scored every time.
Hibble trying to do it himself. He didn't need much, but I tell you, he didn't get much. I don't know if he got it, to be honest with you. The linesman came in and put a foot down, which doesn't look like he gained anything to me, but we are about 7 miles away from the field right now, so don't go by what I say.
We're up in the nosebleed seats. I don't think he moved much at all, but
Well, Bob and Brad, I'm standing right at the line of scrimmage on the sideline. And the offensive line didn't get a real good push, and it looked like if he got anything, he just leaned his body forward.
I think he lost yardage, to be honest with you. You know, it's about as same as it was. So it's 4th down.
You know, all the technology and all the great stuff we've got, still the only way to mark that ball forward progress is the guy on the sideline, the line judge and the head linesman. They just come in, they put their foot down where they think the ball progressed to.
Oklahoma's 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions today, and here they come again with a 3-touchdown lead.
All right, all the single coverage up the top.
Kewan Jones close to the goal line. He has it 1st and goal.
Now that's one of the things that's a little different from the team last year and 2 years ago. In that situation, maybe they would have thrown the pass. They were a finesse offense.
That's what Swanee was talking about.
Now they're a little bit more physical, and they can run the ball in these situations and feel like they can pick it up with their ground game and not their air game.
You talked about it earlier, touched on it, that they needed to get a little nastier and a little tougher up front. So far today they have been. 1st and goal. Kewan Jones, touchdown Oklahoma. And for Kewan, that's number 9 on the year. All Sooners right now.
69 is Davis. Comes around and really doesn't get anybody, but Jones says, out of my way, my man, I'm going in.
And that he did from a yard. 13 plays, 12 of them runs, 1 pass, covered 72 yards. Jones did the honors, and now DeCarlo will try to tack on 1 and does. And with 9:13 remaining in the half, all Oklahoma Sooners. Quentin Griffin has 2 on the ground. Kewan Jones has 1. And it is 28-0 Oklahoma.